It's that time of year, folks. The Americans tuck into a bit of Thanksgiving turkey, and then we all indulge in a bit of pre-Christmas retail madness. Yep, it's Black Friday, the time of the year when everyone moans about the number of promotional emails they're receiving, swear they're not going to buy a thing, and then savagely abuse the old credit card anyway. If you've squirreled a bit of money away for this special worldwide celebration of late-stage capitalism, then allow me to guide you. I've been checking out the best photography offerings, software and hardware, and I have some thoughts. Right, bargain hunters, let's slip into a comfortable dressing robe, wang out the old credit card, and see if we can't seek out a few deals. First out of the gate, we have Adobe and the all-you-can-eat buffet that is the Creative Cloud app suite. Everyone complains about Adobe and their pricing, but the fact is that with the possible exception of Premiere Pro, they make exceptionally good software. For the next couple of days, they are offering the Creative Cloud all app suite for about half the annual cost. Here in Australia, that's 44 of our waterproof dollars per month versus the regular eye-watering cost of $80 per month. That's not a great deal more expensive than the Creative Cloud student plan, which is enjoyed the world over by everyone except students who can't afford $2 noodles, let alone expensive software suites. The full suite is $15 more per month than the photography suite and gets you all the flagship apps and a ton of other weird utilities you'll never even install. If you want to be legit, this looks like an okay deal to me. I'm not going to argue that it's good value, but is at least half as ruthlessly expensive than the bollock-squeezingly high regular annual fee of $960. Next up is the mighty French underdogs of the photography software scene, DxO. It's no secret that I'm a big fan of DxO's software, and in fact I strongly believe that they have the best demosaicing engine and baseline raw correction tools in the business. DxO are offering up a 50% off all their products, but the standout deal for me is Photolab 7. This normally retails for $229 here in Australia, and it's currently marked down to $169. Similar price cuts worldwide, of course. That $169 is, it should be pointed out, a single outright purchase, not a monthly payment that Adobe will likely be charging next year. If you've been looking to up your raw processing game, then I reckon you'd be bonkers to walk past this one. It's a world-class bit of software being sold at a decidedly reasonable price. If you simply want to utilize the baseline corrective capabilities of DxO's processing pipeline, then their Pure Raw 3 is a great option, down to $89 from $129. Onone have of course joined in on the Black Friday fun, but like their software, their price cuts are underwhelming. The Onone Photo Raw Max 2024 suite's outright purchase option has been reduced from $347.83 to $313.04, a truly stunning 10% off. A similarly miserly price cut has been applied to the app-only option, reduced from $173.91 to $139.13. In their defense, I suspect the small price reductions are because they've literally just released the brand new 2024 version of their software and they got bills to pay and shit. I have a full review of Photo Raw 2024 coming real soon, and we'll have more to say about this software then. Suffice to say that there are better raw processing apps on the market, Photolab, at much more reasonable prices. I've never understood the fanboys' love for Capture One, but the Danish developers have at least entered into the spirit of the Black Friday sales with a 50% price cut on both bundles and perpetual license offerings. The subscription license for Capture One desktop version is down from $26 to $13 a month if you pay for the handcuff to the bedpost whole year deal, or $21 down from $42 if you prefer to have an open relationship and pay on a swinging monthly basis. The perpetual license, meanwhile, has been reduced to $260 from $521, which is a great deal if you really want the third best RAW editor on the market and you're still desperate to pay over the odds for it. Luminar Neo, the Gen Z application of the post-processing world, is a terrific bit of software for when you want to get creative with your photographs. And when I say creative, I mean when you want to be about as subtle as a fire hose enema. Skylum, Luminar Neo's Ukrainian developers, have never been afraid of doing a deal, and their Black Friday offerings are no exception. They have taken a machete to their price tags, knocking 84% off their 24-month plan, down to 129 Australian dollars from 479, and they'll throw in the whole Creative Assets collection, which normally retails for $379 for nothing. That works out at $64.50 per year for the whole suite. Luminar Neo is not an application I'd use as my main RAW processor, but if you truly want to dick about with your photos, swap out the skies, add a few intergalactic starships, remove entire villages, swathe the sky in Thor-style rainbows, i.e. make it ready for Instagram, then you can't go wrong. This is a bloody awesome deal if you ask me. Support the Ukrainians and support Luminar Neo. It's the most fun you'll ever have with a photo editor. Down at the cheaper end of the photo editing world, we have ACDC and their bulging range of photo and video applications. They've got a couple of deals on their Black Friday store page that I think are worth a look. Firstly, the ACDC Ultimate Studio Pack 2024 edition for Windows, which is currently about half price, down from $210 US to $119 US. To be blunt, ACDC is not as good as Adobe Lightroom, but it's a decent little asset manager. It's absolutely crammed full of features, including a heap of new AI tools included in the new version this year. The Photo Studio app for Mac version 10 has just been released, and while I haven't had a chance to review it yet, the previous version was a surprisingly capable combined asset manager and RAW editor. It's currently on sale for $69 US, down from $99. British developer Serif have knocked 40% off their excellent range of applications, and they got so excited about it that they decided not to add a shop or store button to their homepage menu bar. I've been critical of the design and complexity of Affinity Photo 2, but there's no getting away from the fact that it's an extremely capable bit of software. Affinity would, I suspect, rather gargle on hydrochloric acid than demean themselves with AI tools. So what you get in Affinity Photo is a terrifyingly advanced but traditional tool set. If I was not an Adobe subscriber and I was looking for a replacement for Photoshop, then Affinity Photo would definitely be it. You can currently get Affinity Photo 2 for a ridiculously reasonable 71 Australian dollars outright, or go crazy. Buy the whole suite including Designer 2 and Publisher 2 for $164 outright, or upgrade from version 1 for just $123. Bargain. I've never tried any of Mavi's applications, and I'm not even sure where to place the emphasis in pronouncing their company name, but I do know they have a strong following with people who are unprepared to spend the same as their rent on photo software. I also know that they have 80% off their products in the Black Friday sales, and that their Photo Editor 2024 includes AI tools for background removal, object removal and portrait retouching. You can pick up Photo Editor on its own, Windows and Mac versions, both available for $53.95, or bundled with their popular slideshow maker for $73.95. Pixelmator is a beautifully designed Mac only photo editor with a brace of awards to its name and a loyal following in the Mac community. Pixelmator Pro was always good value for money, but it's currently on sale in the App Store for just 25 bucks, and I think you'd be stark bollocks staring nuts not to pick this one up for that ridiculously low price. I have nothing more to say on the matter. I've been using Topaz Labs' suite of post-processing tools for several years now, and up until quite recently, never had any hesitation in recommending them. Their Gigapixel AI remains the single best AI upscaler on the planet, but there are better options than both Sharpen AI and Denoise AI these days. Both Lightroom and Photolab do a better job. That being said, it's a capable software suite and a great option if you want a third-party Denoise Sharpen upscale suite to work alongside your RAW editor of choice. You can currently pick up the entire Topaz bundle, which includes the aforementioned photo processors, along with the hugely respected Video AI and the not so hugely respected Photo AI, for a total price of $299, or just the photo stuff for $199. There are of course some great hardware deals on offer this weekend, and DJI have got in on the action with about 30% off some of their overpriced, let's be honest, drones. Thanks to ridiculous legal restrictions, FPV drones are about as much use as taste buds in your bunghole here in Australia, which is probably why the Avata has been reduced from $2039 to $1399. The Mini 2 SE is the ideal starter drone and is currently $100 off, down from $599 to $499 for the next couple of days anyway. The Mini 3 Pro meanwhile has been superseded by the well-reviewed Mini 4 Pro, but it's still an extremely capable sub 250 gram drone and worth a look at $1039 for the next couple of days. The Chinese drone innovators have also knocked 20% off the DJI Goggles 2 and 25% off the Pocket 2 Creators Edition. Best of these deals is probably that Mini 3 Pro, just over $1,000 for a capable 4K drone bundled with a dedicated 5.5-inch HD display controller. All the big camera brands are getting in on the action, and there's far too many to mention here, but there are a couple of deals that caught my eye. The Panasonic Lumix S5 2X is currently down 23% at $2,699 from $3,499 for the next couple of days. My favourite camera brand, Fujifilm, have a huge number of cameras and lenses reduced, including $450 off the GF 45 to 100mm for all G mount cameras, $400 off the amazing XF 150 to 600 at $1,599 instead of $1,999, and $1,600 off the GFX 100S medium format camera, down from $5,999 to $4,399. Nikon have a similar massive range of deals, though the discounts are, like Nikon users, fairly conservative. They're 7% off the awesome D850 and 13% off the D780. Sony meanwhile will do you a deal on the A7R3, currently $500 off on Amazon, and the A7C with the 28 to 60mm lens, currently $200 off. Canon have knocked $1,000 off the EOS R3, down to $499 from $5,999. You can also save $500 on the EOS R5 at BH Photo Video, and a very tempting $500 off the Red Band RF 14 to 35mm f4 lens on Amazon. And finally, Small Rig are cutting some great deals on their products, but they've got about 6 million products in their catalogue, so I suggest you just go and have a look if you're after a new cage stabilizer or mounting rig. And that will do us for this year's Black Friday offers, guys. Are you intending on abusing your poor misunderstood credit card, or has the cost of living crisis put paid to your plans for a sixth prime lens? Please like this video if it was useful to you, and consider subscribing to my channel for more epic photography related content from yours truly. Till the next time, guys, ta-ta.